What's up, comic fam? SVaughn82 here, and I got a little bit of a combo video for you today. Today we're doing an unboxing, and we're doing my very first CGC submission. It's back. I submitted my very first book to CGC. I went through my LCS, B&M Amusement. It's my very first time submitting to CGC, and honestly, I'm not sure how it's going to go due to the type of book that it is. It's a hollow chromium cover, and it's got me a little bit nervous, so we're going to see how it goes. But first, we got a package in the mail this past week from one of my friends in the community, a buddy of mine, Rich, Comic Cap Collectibles, sent me a package. Got this Gemini mailer here, and went ahead and pre-cut it, and I know a little bit about what's inside. I don't know exactly what's inside though, so we're gonna open it up and see for sure, because when I cracked this open, I saw that it looks like there's more than one book, and I'm only aware of one book that he was supposed to send, so I have no idea. We're gonna check it out together, and I'm excited to check it out. First off, we open this Gemini mailer, and I have a nice note here, so we're gonna bust this open and read it together. Let's see. Check it out. Got the note there. It says, Scotty, I always enjoy watching your content because you always go about yourself the right way. Always positive, never cocky. When I saw your Hallows Eve figure, I knew you would enjoy this SIG. Threw in something else I thought you would enjoy. Stay humble, my dude. Rich, Comic Cap. Awesome. Thank you so much, man, for the kind words. And for sending this package. I really appreciate it, man. More than anything, your support, bro. I see you every week. Whenever you have the opportunity, you always show up to my live streams and you pop in on my videos and say hi or comment, and that means the world to me, man. Just you being there and showing support, that means so much to me. So I personally want to thank you, bro. If you see this, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Rich. Let's check out and see what he sent. Because I have an idea of what the first book was, but let's set this book aside, not peek at it, and we're going to check out the first one, because I kind of knew what this one was, and this is Hallows Eve, the big night. But what's special about this, well, it's special because he thought of me, and he knew I liked Hallows Eve. That's awesome. That's amazing. I'm a super sentimental guy, so that means a lot. But he was actually at a signing. Rich was at a signing at a comic book shop. And Erica Schultz was there doing a signing. And he got several copies of this book signed and sent me a copy. So that was so cool, man. So I actually have an autographed copy of this Hallows Eve, which is incredible. I love this so much. I'm such a big fan of the character. And so glad to have this. This is definitely going to stay in the collection. And I really appreciate you, brother. Once again, thank you so much. But let's check out the second book. I have no idea what the second book could be, honestly. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This is awesome. This is so cool, man. This is that title, what was it? The Tidal Wave Productions. They did these Taylor Swift Dazzler homages, and I never had a chance to get one, and never thought I would have the chance to get one, honestly. But man, I wanted one, and this is so cool. Dude, this is awesome. Thank you so much, man. I was not expecting this at all. He knows that I'm a huge Dazzler fan. I collect anything Dazzler, anything I can find with Dazzler. I have the whole run. I have most of her variant covers. But I did not have this. This is so cool, dude. Wow. Thank you so much, man. How cool is that? Any Chiefs fans out there? You're probably either going to hate this cover or love it, depending on what your NFL team is, I guess. But or how you feel about Taylor Swift. I personally am not a huge Taylor Swift fan. I don't care for her music. I respect the fact that she writes music. I think that that's cool in a world of just packaged garbage. Somebody that actually writes some of her own music, that's kind of cool. But other than that, I just don't. It's not my thing, but it's not for me either. So, man, this is beautiful. That's awesome. Dude, I could end the video right now and be so happy. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, dude. Big shout out to Rich, Comic Cap Collectibles. What an AOK, man. What a dude and what an AOK. That is so cool. If you guys are not already following Comic Cap Collectibles, you should follow him. Go give him a follow on IG. Tell him that Scott sent you. But let's get to the main event. My very first CGC submission that I did through B&M Amusement with the help of Buddy, the shop owner. And he called me earlier today. He meant to tell me yesterday, but we actually had this crazy crap go down at the shop yesterday. A high-speed chase ended in the parking lot. I posted it on IG. If you want to see it, hop over there and check it out. But that whole deal happened, and with all that happening, it kind of took him out of his train of thought. But he was going to tell me that he would have my book back today, and with all that happening, he forgot. But he called me this morning, and I was working, and so I called him back, and he told me that he had my book back. And of course, he knows the grade. He knew before it even got sent back. But he asked me if I wanted to know, and I told him no, that I wanted to save it, that it was going to be my first ever book that I submitted on my own. I've bought many slabs. I've bought CGC slabs numerous times. I've bought CBCS slabs. I've even owned a PGX slab or two. And I own a couple of graded cards, PSAs. But I've never sent anything in on my own. So this is special. It's my first time. So I told him I wanted to reveal the grade on my YouTube channel in a video. So what he did was he got back this book. It's just one book. I just sent out one book this time. Just a trial run. I sent out my very favorite book from my collection. But he sent that and 9 other books out. And so when he was separating them, he was nice enough to cover the grade up on both sides of the label so that I wouldn't just accidentally see it or anything on the way home. So, of course, I have seen the book in the case, and it looks absolutely beautiful. I'm going to explain this book to you. Or first, let me tell you a short story while I'm showing the book to you. This is my favorite book in the collection. This is the first appearance of Michael Myers in comics, but this is the rarest version of this that you can get. It is limited to 2,500 copies. It's the holochromium cover, and that's what made me really nervous about sending this. Is I didn't think that it would be able to be pressed because it was holochromium. What I did was I cleaned it to the best of my abilities, looked it over very well to try to make sure there was no smudges. I looked it over for any little indentions or light scratches or anything like that. But this scares me. I will be honest, guys. For my very first book to send off, this was one of the books that I was the most scared about. A, it's my favorite. But B, it's holochromium can hide these light scratches. It can hide these little small indentions. And I don't know if I caught everything. I don't have perfect eyes. Obviously, I'm wearing glasses. I looked over this book the best that I could. I looked over the pages. Everything looked good. It looked like at least a 9.4. At least a 9.4. I want to say 9.6. But it was so hard to judge, though, because it's like there are these teeny tiny little hair like scuffs from where this is also from the year 2000, so it's 24 years old, and there's these teeny, just microscopic little scuff hairs that you can't really even see with the human eye until you get real close up. Are they going to count off for that? I don't know. This is holochromium on both sides, and like I said, 24 years old. Limited to 2,500 copies. First appearance of Michael Myers in comics. Just a beautiful cover, but this has so much sentimental value to me. This was given to me from a friend at work, my best friend at work, Daryl, or one of my best friends, probably in life, honestly. But he gave me this book He got this book from a very close, someone who was very close to him in the year 2000, who was a manager at Spencer Gifts and had gotten these in at the store, and got in a couple of copies of these at Spencer Gifts in the year 2000. So my buddy Daryl was friends with the manager, and actually the manager had a crush on him. But he was able to get a copy because he knew Daryl was a huge horror comic fan, a horror fan. So Daryl was able to get a copy, and Daryl more or less put it in a closet, and it sat for the last like 22 years till he gave it to me a couple years ago. He gave me a ton of horror comics, but this pretty much took the cake. This was my favorite out of all of them. And there are some other really cool ones that I'm going to turn in, or that I'm going to submit as well. This was just kind of my test run to see how it was going to go. But very special book to me. And yeah, so glad to have it back. So I guess I could quit talking and pull this and hope for the best. What am I hoping for? This book's going to be special. I'm going to say that I'm just glad to have this encapsulated and preserved, because it's probably my favorite book in my collection. But that's bullshit. Yes, that is the truth, but it's also bullshit. I would be lying to you if I said that I don't want this to at least be like a 9.2 or higher. I would, if this gets a 9.2 or higher, you won't see me cry like a little baby. If it gets below a 9.2, you're probably going to see a grown man cry. I honestly don't know. This book looked perfect to me. I mean, it had like I said before, it had like these very, very tiny little like swirl scuffs. But I really, honestly, I don't know. I could see them overlooking that. I'm not sure. I don't know how CGC grades holochromium covers. It's kind of a weird start. Let me just quit talking. Please be a 9.2 or higher. Please just be a 9.2 or higher. Come on. God damn, I'm scared. Like, I'm actually nervous. Okay. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hell yes. And I could peel the one off the back, too. We got a 9.6. We have a 9.6. And I will take a 9.6 all day long. Hell yes. I will take a 9.6 all day long on this book. First Michael Myers, holochromium. Limited to 2,500 copies. Not 24 years old. Got a 9.6. I wasn't able to press it. I was scared. Can you press holochromium covers? Let me know in the comments. If you can, I was too scared to. So 9.6, man. Hell yeah. Check that out. It's hard with this glare. Limited to 2,500 copies. Chaos Comics. Dude, a 9.6. A 9.6. I'll take it all day with this book. All day long. Man, dude. I wish that it's just such a beautiful cover, too. It's just, you're getting a bad glare here, but I apologize. I'm showing it to the best of my ability. God, I love this book. Phil Nutman and Daniel Farron's story. David Brewer and Curtis Arnold cover and art. Chromium Edition, Halloween #1, Chaos Comics, from November of 2000. 9.6. First CGC submission. First CGC submission. I'm proud of this. Super happy. I want to shout out B&M Amusements, my shop owner buddy, for aiding me in my first submission to CGC. I just gave him the cash, and he took care of everything else, and I appreciate him. He takes care of me on a lot of stuff. For that, I'm very grateful. And I'm also grateful for you guys that watched, checked out this very first CGC submission video on my channel. There's going to be more to come. I've got many more cool horror books that I want to send off. This is just the start to many. I got a bunch of just regular comics that I want to send off. Just a ton of stuff. So this is the start of hopefully a really good thing on the channel. So stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit that like button. Please hit the like for this awesome book. Please make sure you're subbed up. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.